My life is going to be a life of love. I'm going to stay in my frequency. I've wondered and wondered why in the world this brand of oracle cards, which is based on chakra energy, took the angel that is actually, he's your heart chakra, but they had him holding your solar plexus. To be in unconditional love, we have to stay strong, holding our frequency. Now, does she know that? Is that why she did this? I don't know. But I know that that's what we have to do. Archangel Shemuel, by the way. Thank you, Shemuel. Shemuel's the one that also says, don't use white noise. Don't let the world come in. Don't just let, yes, white light is wonderful. It is unconditional love. But hone in on the pink transcendent noise, the pink noise. Hone in on the part of the white light that is concentrated love, the transcendent love, the light that's going to help you go up and down and communicate with your light body. Use that for the noise that's around you. Go within, connect using pink transcendent noise, pink transcendent love noise. So all you're getting is unconditional love, so you can connect. Yeah, that's what lights me up. That's it. None of this, well, it could be that, it could be this. So it looks like a Star Trek show where there's like all these vectors going out and you've got all these different lives going and you're fragmenting your forward energy. No, don't fragment your forward energy. What lights you up? Now, I do understand we still have butterfly effect going on, people. And so there is going to be some fragmentation of your energy. They're still having to guide us and zig us and zag us some. But the more we hone in and do this, the more we're attracting into the people that, the more you stay in your frequency, you are going to attract in like-minded people. You are going to attract in like energies. And the more lit up you're going to be. And so the more like-minded energy you're going to attract in. Are there people that are supposed to be coming along or are supposed to be out there and that's what you're supposed to be getting? Yes. But you can't make them do that. They're sovereign over self. And they're going to quantum leap into 5D, or they're going to stay in 4D, or they're going to stay in 3D, and you can't do anything about that. The best chance you have of getting the whole planet to do this is you do it for you. You do it and enjoy this life and have the best life you can have. And that's not being selfish. It's the only control you have over all of this. So do it and be happy. Those are the high vibrational frequencies that by staying in them, you cause this to happen. You, loving you, is loving the world. It's holding your frequency. It's what causes unconditional love to reverberate out, and it minimizes butterfly effect. So all the people that you want with you, all the situations you want with you that are, you're lit up here and you know they're supposed to be on that path unfolded in front of you, and they're not. That's the only way you call them in. Keep moving on that path before you, decluttering your energetic bandwidth. I've been teaching it as this way as you go down your timeline. Your timeline is this way. It's ahead of you. It's ahead of you. And you're bringing forward who you are. And you've got to get stuff out of your way. Someone not in frequency. I love you, but we're not going to be good for each other because we don't resonate. Our chakras are not in alignment. We are non-resonant energy. We create chaos. I don't work well as your employee anymore. Our chakras are not in alignment. It's chaotic energy. Thank you for the time I've had here. I've put out forward energy. I need to declutter my forward path. I need a different job. Thank you. Mutual respect. I've attracted this in. We're in alignment. There's no chaotic energy here. This job works. It flows. I'm allowing my life to go forward with flow. That doesn't mean allowing as I'm sitting there and it's just going to happen. I'm allowing it though, because I'm decluttering, and it's my energy going out, my authentic self going out, that is attracting into me what I'm supposed to have. I'm not holding on to 3D patterns. I'm not stuck in trying to be in Akashic 4D, picking like a supermarket and managing butterfly effect, thinking that I can control. Well, if I just do this, then that'll happen. That is that mentality of playing chess with life. Okay, if I do this, then that'll happen. No, if they do that, then no, you can't begin to do that. The light bodies that we are, the higher vibrational aspects of us, the higher dimensions of us that do have access. See how my lights are lighting up. That do have access, that do have the ability in the density that they are to see all the butterfly effect. They can't even keep up with it. It is too chaotic for them to do it. So why in the world do we think in the density that we're in that we can do it? We can't. That's why I don't know that the tarot person who designed these cards, because these were designed a long time ago as a game, actually. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. That's why these wonderful, all these wonderful choices of love, cups represent love, okay? Watery emotion, love. That's why they have things like snakes in them. And, not everything in these cups are good, okay? There's some things in there that are kind of like, oh, well, that's a little scary. It's because the way we were doing it, we couldn't be sure what we were going to get. We couldn't be sure what we were going to get. We couldn't be sure what we were going to get. We can't do it that way. And that's what we're coming out of. We are meant to be in unconditional love. We're meant to be in unconditional love. Everything is meant to make us feel like we're in a warm embrace. Everything. Because in the beginning, it was energy. Neither bad nor good. But it had two natures. It had two natures. Two natures. Now, we've called them divine feminine, divine masculine, because here on this planet, that's how it is manifested. That is how it has been expressed. And these two energies, they have to be in a balance. But as they're balancing this way, okay, the world is turning, time is turning here. The density of the earth plane of existence does have time. That's universal law. The earth goes around the sun. It takes 365 days. There's no way for us to have density, to be tactile beings that does not have time. Don't know about other universes, but here that's how it is. And therefore, the spinning of the planet takes those two energies and it does this with them like a double helix. The sacral chakra is the manifesting chakra. The most points of energy transference have to be there. So where you're doing your job doesn't have to have as many points of energy transference that are in alignment as your intimate relationships do. Your friendships don't have to have as many points of energetic alignment as your intimate relationships do. Everything is the micro to the macro. The expansion of consciousness takes place from the universal sacral chakra. Twin flame. The two energies, the sacral chakra area, is where the expansion of consciousness takes place from. On this planet, we expand existence from the sacral chakra, procreation. expansion. That is why twin flames are meant to be in union here. It is not a morality thing. It is resonant energy. The energy exchanges in our sacral chakra area need to be resonant energy. When the two energies divided for co-creation, they didn't know that. The energy just felt energy. And they didn't know. One, they didn't know that the best darn tactile experience they were going to have sharing sacral chakra energy was going to be each other. Until they experienced others, they didn't know. Until they experienced others, they didn't know that the most explosive, best experience for that was going to be each other. So they had to go through, well, let's go find out. Well, they did. And they created chaos. Expanding consciousness, the sacral chakra area having non-resonant energy. It has nothing to do with morality. It's not, no, don't have sex with that person because you're not supposed to. It's universal law. They didn't know. Now they do. So twin flames are coming back to be together. So it's resonant energy. So that the beings we're creating here are resonant energy. So that the co-creation in the universe, because as below, so above. The creation we are doing here reverberates out and up. If we're doing non-resonant sacral chakra energy here, it goes up too. So yes, twin flame is meant to be together. And no, if your twin's not doing their stuff, then the closest resonant energy that you can get to. So you have the least chaos possible. And that is a conscious decision to make. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a bad marriage, you're supposed to say because you made a conscious choice to marry somebody that you were not in resonant energy with. That was in a whole other level of consciousness. That's before we knew any of this. We didn't know that was all about energy. That's all morality-based bullshit stuff. This has nothing to do with morality. That person's not lighting you up anymore and you're not lighting them up anymore because you're in freaking chaotic energy. This is the best example there is. You all lit each other up because, wow, this is new. This is, yeah, well, no, we don't light each other up anymore because the chaotic energy thing has started. Ooh, tasted chocolate. That was good. No, it's not good anymore. We got fat. What's going on here? It's chaotic, non-resonant energy. If you're in a non-resonant energy relationship, no, there's no woulda, coulda, shoulda, shame, blame, trauma, drama. No, you're not supposed to stay. But yes, we are supposed to be moving to energetically resonant relationships. And those are the ones we're supposed to be in, not because we should, because we're being told to by somebody, by society, by a man with a beard, moving chess pieces around. Oh, she's sleeping with the wrong person. Punish her. Tower moment, zap her with a, no. But because of universal law, because expansion of consciousness is done from manifesting at the sacral chakra. We expand everything here from manifesting at the sacral chakra. If those are not resonant energies and the most resonant energies possible, it's chaotic energy. And what are the most resonant energies possible? Twin flame. When they divided to co-create, they didn't realize, hold on a second, the most explosive energy, the best tactile experience we're going to have is going to be together. That's why it's reversing engineered. That's why we're reversing the engineering now to be in the bandwidth. And that's why twin flames are back on the planet together. And it's going to continue to be that way. We're meant to incarnate together and be together, not for morality reasons, not for anybody to control you. You are creating these beautiful lives together to come back here and live as above, so below. And it is going to be your best and highest good. It is going to be your most beautiful option. But if your most beautiful option here doesn't see that, love yourself. Love yourself. And go forward. Keep going forward. Declutter your life with a non-resonant energy and keep going forward. Maybe they come around. Maybe the universe sees, universe being your higher dimensions, see that they're not ever going to, or it doesn't look like they're going to. And you attract in other high vibrational people that you are attracted to enough that it's not going to be chaotic. And maybe you make the conscious choice to have that relationship. Maybe you don't. But if you make the conscious choice to have that relationship, then you have made truly a conscious choice based on energy. And then you make sure, how do you want to be treated? Do you want to be a placeholder energetically until a more resonant energy finally sees the light and gets in frequency? I don't think you do. So if you make the conscious choice, okay, I've done this as long as I can. I'm being guided. My light body is guiding me. It's not going to happen. Or if it's going to happen, it's not that we can tell. The guidance is, this is your best and highest good. Then that is a conscious choice you're making and you're going to stick to. Because how do you want to be treated? And I'm not placing judgment on that, because it may well be that the other person is not ever going to come into frequency. Twin flame is beautiful, it's wonderful, it's amazing. But if we don't understand that we're energetic beings, if we don't practice energy management, if we don't do these things, there are some hard damn conscious choices to be made. Move forward. Pull all your energy into center and forgive everything. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness really is for you. Forgiveness is your superpower. When you will not forgive, when you feel like somebody owes you an apology, when you are trapped in that trauma, drama, blame, shame, coulda, woulda, shoulda game, that is 3D energy. You have fragmented your energy, and you cannot possibly move forward and be everything that you can be by leaving fragments of yourself, big freaking chunks of yourself like that. They did this to me. Okay, they did. So what? What does that show you about you? Well, I didn't do anything. Yes, you are. You're holding on to it. You know you're an energetic being and you can't change any of that. You control you, and that's it. And they're in a different level of consciousness that you were in one time. And how many people did you do that to? How many people's hearts did you break? Because they were in love with you and you didn't want them. So how many hearts did you break? How many people wanted to be with you and you're like, no, you're not my one. And they were home crying over you. Whatever it is, you've got to just forgive it. They cheated on me. They lied to me. They told me this and it wasn't that way. Whatever. Any relationship, anything, as people come up in consciousness, as they come back around into your energetic field, the only chance you stand of those relationships being mended with your family, with your children, former bosses, the spouse that you still have kids with that you all need to get along to raise those children, whatever the relationship, the best and highest good for everyone, forgive it. And you're not hurting them when you don't forgive it. You're keeping yourself out of frequency. Unconditional love forgives. It doesn't mean you let them do it to you again. It doesn't mean you have blinders on, oh, I'm going to let them do it to me again. But it means you've released it and you've called that energy back to yourself, the fragments of it, and you are going forward in your power. Your energy is your power. It's the strength you have to go forward. I was still suffering from a great deal of fatigue until this last energetic upgrade, the one where I understood, no, pull all the energy in and go forward. My book is done. Yes, I have a correction or two I want to go back and make. Some things I see with more clarity I want to fix, but I'm waiting on forwards from other people anyway, so it's not like I'm holding anything up. I'm getting things done and know what I want to do. I have a couple of options for other things to do. And no, that's not because I'm not forward focused. It's because there's butterfly effect around me. And so my guidance is, if this happens, we'll go that way. If this happens, we'll go that way. But do not divide your energy on that. Stay on what you're on. We're watching it. And my energy is better than ever. And it's going to continue to get that way. Yours will too. And the whole planet's will. The more we do this. So yeah, I want everyone to be with their twin. I know that is what we're supposed to do. But we don't control that. You be the best you can be, and you make conscious choices. No morality here. I'm not judging anybody, who and what they do with whom. This is about non-resonant energy, chaotic energy, or everything being in order. Because in the beginning, there was energy. It was love. And we have to stay in frequency. Right now, there are people still off looking for their frequency. And while they are, detach from all the drama, look up. Don't fragment your own, look up. Be in alignment with your light being. Release your blocks through your self-care. Light being. So you can attract in, because you're in frequency. As the world is turning and your two energies are working together, you can attract in loving relationships, your work, unconditional love relationship, your family. The relationships become that, or you keep them at a distance until they can be. Your friends. You change what your friendships are until there's a this. You change everything in your life until everything in your life that you're attracting in is like a warm hug, pink transcendent love. All your relationships. Two energies coming back together. Grounded, all the way from above. Grounded, coming back up. It's what we all are. So, I know this one got a little long, and it's a little deep. But I promise you folks, it's the very practical, how you do this stuff. How you live the best life you can, in spite of other people not being there yet. And you be happy. Live in great big capital letters. As you. Grounded and explosive. Both your energies as one. Whole and complete in and of yourself. Being an exponentially explosive dynamite person. Putting that energy out into the world. That's your gift to the world. You. And anyone who doesn't see that, they're just not in frequency to see it yet. Don't worry about what they see. You just keep going forward.